South Africa and the world know her as DJ Zinhle, one of the first female DJs to grace the country. It's been 20 years of spinning the DJ decks, wowing crowds, and cementing herself as a business mogul.
Short. 20 years just seems to have gone by so fast. It's so incredible how much you think you have time and suddenly it's been 20 years. But I'm super grateful. I think 20 years in the industry is something to celebrate. It's been a journey filled with what you can expect from 20 years. Wins, failure, dips and highs and lows. It's also been a big journey of learning for me. I think that's one thing that's stood out for a lot in the last 20 years, just learning and figuring out things. I mean, I came into the industry, like I said, 20 years ago, where went a lot of female teachers, and I've had to carve out my own way because I didn't have a lot to benchmark from.
Throughout the 20 years, she has created a solid brand that has been able to ride the waves of different music eras from deep house to amapiano.
I give credit to the people that received me, if I can put it that way, when I got into the industry. People like Oskido, Black Coffee, Vinita Vinci, and your Glenn Lewis's, who were very quick to teach me the discipline that is needed in the industry. And I think that is what has kept me going, to just know that this is a job, this is work, this is to be taken seriously, but also to respect, your relationships, to show up on time, to respect your commitment, and to always give people the best of what you've got. I think those are the things that have kept me going, to repeatedly make sure that whenever I am somewhere, I deliver and then leave people impressed.
When DJ Zinhle first entered the entertainment industry, she was amongst the only two female DJs. It was DJ Sindo and herself. 2 decades later, the industry has the likes of DJ Lamizi, Durban Gogo, Ms. Cosmo, just to mention a few. It's
very important for me. I think it really comes from also my position in the industry. When I first came into the industry, I felt lonely, and I felt like I didn't have a place that I could look to that had been maybe done before, where I'm like, okay, where do I find information about what I want to do in the industry with a female DJ? And I feel like in a lot of industry, there's still that gap of women needing information and needing training and needing to be skilled so that they can level up to their male counterparts. So whenever I can, I'm always passionate about just doing my part in the industry. And I'm super excited because when you look at the industry right now, especially the DJing industry, the girls have taken over. I'm going to have to speak about Oskido when I speak about giving people an opportunity. They gave me an opportunity when I started, and without them I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I was able to do or access the spaces I was able to access. And Oskido always says to me, when you've reached a certain floor, you need to send the lift down for other people so they can also come up. And the true measure of success is how many people you've helped. So these are the people that I grew up with, like in my career, who are instilling this thing of you have to help other people for you to feel like you've succeeded and done anything in the industry. So it comes from that teaching that comes from Oskido, to say you have to succeed not alone but with other people.
DJ Zinhle is also a thriving entrepreneur. Her brand Era by DJ Zinhle has become very popular among South African women and men. She started with watches and now retails all kinds of accessories. She has also launched her hair product titled Her Majesty by DJ Zinhle.
Business is doing great. I mean, there's a lot of learnings, especially on the Her Majesty side, but we wake up every day, and I think the biggest thing for me with Era by DJ Zinhle and with Her Majesty is I'm always making sure that I give customers the value for their money. I want to deliver on the promise. It's part of the culture. When you are part of the Era family, or you're part of Her Majesty, you are part of something great. It's not just about selling your product, but it's also about inspiring you. Reminding you that there's no time like now to follow your dreams. So I'm super excited. I mean, Era is 12 years old now, and we've had so many great successes, but I think there's so much more that we can still do. I will always argue that there's no brand like ours right now, in terms of the jewelry, the accessories we bring to the fashion industry. But I think also in terms of just how much confidence and how much presence we've given women. I go to shows, and when you see an Era woman in the crowd, you can see that one is different. So I love that for us, and I think we continue to build the brand.
She's always kept her fans close to her, engaging with them on various social media platforms, revealing different sides to herself.
My biggest critic must definitely be me. I am my biggest critic, and I think that's you need a fair level of speaking to yourself and being real with yourself. And sometimes people are like, so you go through so much criticism online, how do you deal with it? I'm like, criticism is real when you know that it's actually true.
DJ Zinhle celebrates 2 decades of music excellence at the Zee Nation Fest, marking a night filled with music and milestones. Zee Nation Fest is a celebration of her achievement as much as it is a party.
Oh my gosh, we've been working on this idea for a long time. Zee Nation Fest is a celebration of 20 years, and I have never done a big event of this magnitude, especially around the DJ Zim brand. And 20 years just seemed like the right time to put something like this together. It is compelling. It is 2 decades of great work, and like I said, I am pulling everything I know into this one day. That anything that I've learned in the last 20 years, all my resources, all my networks, into this one day. This is a lineup, obviously, that is people that I look up to, people that have had an impact in my career, people that are making a big move in the industry right now. We're looking at people like Youngstana, Mörda, who's my husband, Vocalistic, Gabs of the Small, Devon Gogo. We've got Paul Chusi, who's making moves in the industry right now as a DJ. Musli, we've got Tabzi, Questa. We literally called everyone to come to this festival.
DJ Zinhle's journey in the music industry is nothing short of inspiration. Her influence and contribution have significantly shaped the South African music scene, and her music is testament to her enduring legacy.
I don't know why you're making me commit to this TV, but my husband and I have this big dream of people driving to the festival, listen to an EP that I will drop on the day of the festival. So this is the first time I'm talking about it in the media. On the 9th of August, I am dropping an 8-track EP for Zee Nation Fest that people would listen to driving to the festival. I mean, obviously you can listen to it anywhere, but I'm literally trying to give you a full experience for the festival. So on the day, in the morning, like at 12 midnight, there will be an EP that's going to drop. So when you're driving to the festival, you're going to be rocking to some music, some new music from me and my husband.
Reflecting on the 20 years of career, DJ Zinhle expresses huge gratitude and pride in her personal and professional growth, including achieving the title of Africa's #1 female DJ 4 times in a row. For Morning Live, I am Tapelo Moela.